plaintiff, Brian Johnson, met the defendant when they were both incarcerated, and they started making music while in prison. Brian claims after he was released, he started his own record label and signed the defendant, but he's suing him today for breach of contract. Defendant Cameron Rogers admits he ran with a bad crowd when he was younger, and that's why he ended up in prison. However, Cameron insists he's turned his life around and is working hard to pursue his music career.
Start with you.
Okay, so it all started back in like 2018. I went out on a high-speed chase, went on a run, crashed the car. A weapon was found in the car, and they gave me 3 years sentence.
What was found in the car?
A weapon was found in the car, to where they gave me 3 years sentence.
Why were you speeding like that with a weapon?
Honestly, I was with my peoples, got a little tipsy, didn't turn the headlights on, pulled off, flicked them on. They tried to pull me over. I got scared, pulled off on them. It was intense. But so they sentenced me to 3 years, and then early 2020 is when I met Cameron. He was amongst one of the first friends that I had actually made while being incarcerated, and we ate together. We had each other's back through everything. Like we really developed a brotherhood in, incarcerated, having each other's backs in there. So we started like really making music in there, rapping, listening to beats on the little like players that they gave us, and we started to think about making like a record label. I had connections before I went locked up. I was just starting to make music in like 2016. And so, long story short, we had got released, and I went through like the legalities, all the certifications, and got the lawyers together to be able to actually create the beginnings of a record label. And I had 2 producers, 3 artists that were already ready to put their loyalties with the company. So we got everything together. Early 2021, Cameron decided to hit me up. He wanted to get serious about his music career. Now, I got him in the studio a few times, and I put him in a few different genres. He really laid it out. Like, he really started,
He did? Well?
He did very well. So he had really good energy. Everywhere he went, he brought a good energy. And when I heard him on the track, I had to get him with the team. So I signed him. We got a contract made together. It was very detailed. Everything was good.
As the label?
Yeah, as a label.
Or production company?
It was as a record label, Supreme Militia Global, SMG. So we started getting the performances lined up locally in the city in Columbus, and he was making some noise. He chose the name Chosen, starting to get some good buzz around his name. Everywhere he went, he just drew people in. I mean, like, when I started getting his performances lined up in the clubs and stuff like that, everyone loved him. Like, after the performances.
Did you all ever do shows outside of Columbus?
Yeah. We went out to Orlando for a little bit. We got some stuff lined up for Detroit. It's been very nice. I even had to hire security for a little bit because he was making a little too much noise. We had some unhappy boyfriends that, weren't exactly, he was ladies' man, So we definitely had some situations to handle. But
Let me get some background from you, sir.
I met Brian back in about 2019, and, we bonded on the music together. We was incarcerated. I got locked up because when I was 18, I used to run around with a different type of crowd. I ended up at a house party. They ended up robbing the people who owned the house. I was the only one that was 18 at the time. The 2 buddies that I was with, they were 17. So they looked at me like I was the mastermind of the situation because they came with me. They were my friends prior to the situation going down. I had no idea that it was going to happen, but they looked at me like I was complicit. So I ended up getting sentenced to 2 years in prison. That's where I met Brian. We bonded on multiple levels. We worked out together.
Were your buddies thugs?
What's that?
Were your buddies criminals, thugs?
Yeah.
And you knew it?
Yeah, I was in a different type of mind state back then. I was young and just, yeah.
Okay, you wanted to be in the street?
Yeah, pretty much. Mistakes were made. Different
mistakes
happened. Yeah.
Like what?
Like just being out there and doing stuff like that, like trying to live that life. I was young.
Oh, it was a mistake to want to be in the street.
Yeah, just to live in the.
Oh, okay. Life. And how did things work out for you since you've been back?
It's been going really well. I have 2 children. I've been working.
Your buddies criminals, thugs?
Yeah.
And you knew it?
Yeah, I was in a different type of mind state back then. I was young and. Yeah.
Okay, you wanted to be in the street?
Yeah, pretty much. Mistakes were made. Different
mistakes
happened. Yeah.
Like what?
Like just being out there and doing stuff like that, like trying to live that life. I was young.
Oh, it was a mistake to want to be in the street.
Defendant Cameron Rogers is being sued by his former friend, who claims he and Cameron met when they were both incarcerated.
Tell me about your music career.
Me and him got together once he got out of the prison. He came out to Columbus. We started getting some studio time together. Always good vibes, you know. We always had a good time. We always get into little shenanigans and stuff. So we live the bachelor life. We go out networking events. We go to clubs and different bars around Columbus and stuff just to meet new people and also get him planted into the area where I'm from because he's from Toledo. So.
Have you produced some original content?
Yes, we have.
How many songs?
We have 2 features out right now, like 2 songs that we're featured together on. Nothing. We have a bunch of music that's in the works. It's
either been on mixtapes or otherwise released, maybe even on the internet or something.
Yeah. Yep. So,
how many songs?
Well, we have about 4 unreleased songs. There's been 2 released songs.
Released.
There are 2 released songs on SoundCloud. They're getting on major platforms soon. I'm getting that in the works literally this weekend.
All right. And how long did it take you to do the 6?
2 weeks. Was able to push out some good content, get some good songs.
All right.
Yeah.
And where did you do shows at? It gave me the impression that you're doing shows in town and you're a popular performer and attraction.
Yeah, we've done shows in Columbus. We've done shows up north. We're also
Northern Ohio.
Yeah, Northern Ohio. Yes.
What part?
Like around Marion and like North Central Ohio area.
Okay. What's your plan now?
The plan is to just continue to try to work on the music, focus on the career, the whole business aspect of it, and networking and build.
What do you think you need next?
I mean,
we're really trying to get them developed in like more industry connections, and I'm trying to contact other labels, A&Rs, to be able to network with better resources.
Now, what's the need? Is the need a distribution deal? Is the need better producers? Is the need a studio? There's an immediate need, however you get to it. And that's what you need to know. You got to have a plan of action. A plan of action is a chronological order of things that you need. In other words, I wanted to be a lawyer once I got into college, but what did I have to do? Get a bachelor's degree, get a law degree, pass the bar exam, do all of that, and then meet people I can network with in the legal and political field in order to have the skill level and the preparation and the knowledge of what I needed and wanted to do as a judge. Can't run for judge unless you're prepared. So there's an immediate need. There was an immediate need for me to get a bachelor's in order to get into law school. Immediate need. It wasn't, I just need to meet some people so that I can get some job when I get out of law school. No, it had to be, I need to meet some people to get into law school. So that's what I'm saying. Your immediate need has to be something and it has to be on your mind. Y'all hustlers, are you from the streets, or you've been associated with hustlers in the prison? So y'all know how this goes. It's on your mind every day. Something. The next move is on your mind every day, or it should be.
We've been investing on this distribution and everything like that, as well as other artists, as well as myself. Every day, we're meeting new producers that are able to teach our home producers better, and we're really, working on getting like better label connections so that we're able to expose our label, to be bigger.
How are you working on the connection in Columbus for national distribution?
We usually, like influencers online, we'll have different payments to be able to expose, and then people kind of draw in after we pay to get exposed. And that'll be like, next thing you know, we're booking a flight to Orlando, or we're trying to go out to LA, and because we have this person and seeing our content, and now we're trying to, put it all together.
All right, good. Sounds like you have the plan together, and that's how it's supposed to go. Management and talent. Talent don't know what's going on, and the management got the plan laid out and is moving toward it, and that's what folks want to know when they know you're serious. They want to know, what is that plan, not just that dream.
Yes, sir.
So, good. All right, how does he owe you $2,500? What happened here?
You got to stay out of court, too. That's another.
Yeah, that's another. Not really. Not if you want to be a superstar.
Okay.
You got to be in prison. You got to get shot.
Make a few
What
TikToks.
other things? If you gangster rap, that's gangster rap. You want gangster rap? What else you gotta do? Ooh, I know too much about that. All right.
Defendant Cameron Rogers is being sued by his former friend, who claims he and Cameron met when they were both incarcerated.
2,500. Go ahead.
So in April, it was a part of his agreement that he would get funds allotted for his first musical video and campaign marketing.
What was the agreement on it?
The agreement was that Cameron would receive, well, first his starting, pay, his initial sign on. So he got some cash for that. That was just his to do what he wanted to do with. And then he was given, after that, months after, he was given $2,500 to be able to market his music video and also pick a videographer and have his own, creative, free.
And what was your end of the bargain?
So I just wanted a result. I wanted him to be able to, he said he had chosen a videographer to work with and a couple influencers that he could pay off and work with to be able to give the exposure for the music video. And I was expecting a result and at least a music video. So instead of just spending that much, he thought it'd be a better idea to try to get more money to put towards his music video and investment. And he went out and invested in CBD vape cartridges.
Let me hear from him, and we'll get back to that point. Okay. Go ahead, sir.
So we made an agreement, and we talked about.
What was the agreement specifically?
We made an agreement that he was going to give me $2,500 to produce a music video. I came to him.
What would he get out of it?
The marketing and the exposure for me.
Music video, there'd be funds made from the music that he made because
for him.
Yeah, he's licensed, so
he didn't have to pay you back.
There's royalties set. He gets most of his royalties.
Is this a loan, sir?
Technically, yeah.
What?
Technically, yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Yes, it was
because of the generated revenues that are going to come.
Yeah, he was expected to see revenue.
Okay, so when were you to pay him his $2,500?
So basically, it was going to come back in returns of revenue of exposure.
That's not a loan.
Music.
If you don't get any revenue, that means you don't have to pay?
Yeah, no.
You wouldn't?
No.
All right, that's not a loan.
Yeah.
You think that a person, if they don't make money, that they don't have to pay you back?
No. It was supposed to be he was supposed to make the money, and then.
But he didn't.
Yeah.
And it was a loan?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a loan though. It was
You just said it was a loan. You just said that a minute ago. Your claim is dismissed. Go and be businessmen. That's not a loan. Those are investments. That's the only way you get a return. And then first you said it was a loan, then you said it's not, then you say technically, go get an agreement, then come back, claims dismissed.
Plans are still in motion. Everything's still set. The returns are still, I have investors and other businesses and deals lined up with the cartridges to be sold. So the money will be flipped so we can have more money to be able to invest back into the music video and subsequently our whole entire thing that we got going.
Cartridges, why did you buy vape carts?
You're my brother though, I love you, man.
Love you too, bro. It's gonna be
sucks that we have to do this, but
you gotta keep the business in mind, man, always.